Hi, Anderson. I want you to know this is like the 8th time that I've redone this video. Because it's hard. It's a hard thing to talk about. First off, I'm really glad that you're doing your first show about Amy. I don't think that she got nearly enough recognition when she died for all of her accomplishments in her career. The girl had a voice of an angel. There's no doubt about that. I remember the very first time that I heard her voice. I was cleaning my apartment, and VH1 was on. I don't even know if VH1 still exists. And I stopped what I was doing, and I went to watch her, and I thought, oh man, she's cool. And went out and bought her albums right away. That year, 2007, it was a difficult year. I spent the better part of it high, nose deep in coke, and I was dating a married man, and I thought I was happy at the time. I really did, and I thought it was what I wanted, and I was in love, and I was, on another plane, and my life was exciting, and I found this drug that made me feel good. I liked the way that my brain worked on it. I really did. I felt like I could organize, which for me, being sober is kind of a challenge to be so organized. It had its perks for me at the time, let me tell you. But it was a big downward spiral. I thought I was happy. I thought I was in love. I thought he was going to leave his wife. All those things that you hear about. But I really felt that way. And he, the first time we hung out, he came over to my house and he said, "Hey, you want to try this? You want to do a bump?" And I said, "Yeah, I do. Sure, why not?" And then I, ended up, that was the only thing that I did for the next year. And we would blow through so much money and so much time, and we were sneaking around, and it was exciting. But I wasn't really happy, not at all. But hearing Amy, for example, Back to Black, that song, I don't know if she's singing about a married man. I don't know. It's not for me to say. But that's how I took it. And it felt very comforting to hear someone coming from my perspective. There are all these songs on the radio about guys cheating and that other woman and da-da-da-da-da, but you never hear about how it is from our side, from my side. And it hit home. It really did. All of her lyrics, so many songs. And to see someone who was maybe to the public, a wreck. I mean, let's face it, she didn't look that good most of the time. She looked like she'd been going through a lot for many years. But to see her with this gift, this voice, and how she could affect people, whether or not it was just me, but that was enough. It was kind of inspiring because, when you can see someone who may not be at their best, their best moment of their life, still doing things so incredible, it's inspiring, for lack of a better term. And when she died, I first heard about it on Facebook, and I cried. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I cried. I cried because I was so into her, and I felt, so connected to her and her life, and it was sad to me that, at first it was about, oh, I'm never gonna see her play. I'm never gonna get to see her sing live. She's never gonna put out another album. I'm never gonna get to hear a new song, one that I haven't heard before. And then I was speaking about it with my mother, and I just realized it could have been me. It could have been me. And she was 27. I'm 27. And luckily, the guy that I was seeing decided to up and leave. Tears dry on their own, play. And I had to deal with my addiction and my loss, mostly on my own. Not too many people understood. And, I feel incredibly lucky that I have been able to, be in that place and come out of it. And it's so sad that so many people don't. How do you not feel for them? Whether or not you've experienced it personally. But, yeah, I feel very connected to Amy. And it's a huge loss, a huge loss, not just for the music industry, but, for all of her fans that she touched. She will be missed greatly. That girl paved the way for singers like Adele and Duffy. I mean, to do something like, bring back that 60s vibe, she was just so cool and so smooth and so talented. So very talented. Yeah. So she will be missed greatly, and she has affected me greatly. So, bye, Anderson.